Alright guys, so forgive me that I had to be out today, but Miss Howell's moving into her house, like we're doing the last bit of stuff, so I had to go help with that. But for today, you need to learn how to find the mean absolute deviation of a set of data. It's really easy. You will need a calculator to help you do this, and we're going to use this fancy chart that we have that'll help you kind of like organize what we're going to do here. So first things first, you have your big list of numbers right here. When it says data right here in that table, you just take those numbers and write them in that column. So take a minute and write those numbers right in there. So 3, 1, 5, 4, 8, 6. Okay, those are our numbers. Now, the next thing we need to do is we need to find the mean of all of those numbers. So in case you forgot, this is where the calculator comes in handy, okay? Remember, when you're finding a mean, you need to take all of your numbers and add them up. So that means I need 3 plus 1 plus 5 plus 4 plus 8 plus 6. And whatever that equals, you divide it by how many numbers there are. So in this case, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to divide our answer by 6. So she'll get 4.5. Now again, whenever I taught you how to do mean, I told you need to find it 2 or 3 times to make sure you get the same thing. So 3 plus 1 plus 5 plus 4 plus 8 plus 6 equals 27. And again, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 by 6. All right, I got 4.5 again. So I'm going with 4.5 as our mean. So I'm going to write that down under where it says mean. 4.5, 4.5, 4.5. I'm doing my best to write this on a laptop screen, so forgive me if my numbers don't quite look, like that's a janky 4. I know, I'm sorry. 4.5. 4.5. All right, now what you're going to do, the next part, this is where it's called the mean. We found the mean, and then we need the absolute deviation. So what that means is you need to find the difference between this number and this number. So in case you forgot, again, whenever it says difference, difference means subtract. Okay, so I don't like how that looks. Subtract. So you need to subtract those two numbers and write what it is right here. So you can use a calculator, or if you can do it in your head, like I can do 3 minus 4.5. That one I can do in my head. That one would be a negative 1.5. All I did 3 minus 4.5. Again, you can check it with the calculator. 3 minus 4.5. Boom, negative 1.5. So let's see, next one, 1 minus 4.5. Negative 3.5. Negative 3.5. Okay, next part is 5. 5 minus 4.5. That one I know. That one is 0.5. The next one is 4 minus 4.5, which negative 0.5. Okay. 8 minus 4.5. I don't feel like doing that because, it's late at night. Miss Howell had a long day today. So I'm just going to use calculator. Why not? You will get it for this standard. 8 minus 4.5 is 3.5. So that's on the right. 3.5. Last one's 6 minus 4.5. Again, you have a calculator. Use it. 6 minus 4.5. That is 1.5. 1.5. Now, the next part, after you figured out what all of those are, all you're going to do is, let's see, what color should we, I'm going to go with, no, not yellow. Yellow's hard. How about green? There we go. Okay, for the absolute value is basically just take all your numbers, make them positives. Okay, so instead of a negative 1.5, now it's just 1.5 again, and just make all these numbers over here positives. The reason we're doing that is an absolute value is how far away that number is from 0. Okay, so it'll go from 0. So like on a number line, right? Like if this is 0, we have negative 1.5. It is 1.5 spaces away. That's why it's just 1.5. Okay. But, so you need to know that definition, but basically it just takes whatever your number is and make it positive. That's like the cheat hack way to do it. But just remember, it always means the distance from 0. Okay. Now, hopefully you know what this word down here means. Sum. Sum means... Yes, I am actually pausing here for you to say it. It means addition, which means you got to take all that and you got to add that. Okay. So we're going to take all those, add all those. 1.5 plus 3.5 plus 0.5 plus 0.5 plus 3.5 plus 1.5 equals 11. So our sum for all of that was 11. Okay, now it is asking you for the mean absolute deviation. So I just snipped the picture, but like on your papers, it asks you for the mean absolute deviation, like on that little line. That line, once you have found what the sum is, you're going to find the mean of this. Okay, that's why we just added all those. Because remember, when we found the mean here, we had to add all these numbers up and divide by how many there are. Same thing. We added all these numbers up. We got 11. Now we got to divide it by how many there were. So we should be doing, let's see, it should be, sorry about all the scrolling. So the mean absolute deviation, or MAD, because this is madness. I know it is. I'm sorry. But you have to learn it. Is you take all of your numbers, add them up. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We had 6 numbers. We added them all up already. We got 11. So we're going to do 11 divided by 6. 1.83. Okay, it does actually say at the top to round your answer to 2 decimal places. So that's why we're going to use the 1.83. Why is this scrolling so much? Stop it. Jeez. Okay, so again, this funky decimal 1.83, we're going to stop 2 decimal places. The 3 after it does not make this 3 round up, so it stays as 1.83. So our mean absolute deviation is 1.83. Okay, that is the whole process for all of that. Okay. So this is why you have this whole big fancy chart. It tells you exactly what to do for each step. Doesn't need to be this detailed on your homework. No. Okay, if this helps you, especially some of you boys and even some of you girls, you know who you are, where you write stuff everywhere, use this chart. The papers I gave you today have this chart on them for, I think, all of the problems except the 2 word problems on it. So I'm expecting to see all of this filled out, okay? Depending on who your teacher is, you can do this with a partner or you can do it by yourself, up to you, okay? Make sure you check your means twice. Do them in the calculator twice to make sure you're getting the same thing, or check it with your partner, one of the 2. But that's how you do mean absolute deviation. We'll go over more of this tomorrow, but I want you to try it for today. All right? Otherwise, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.